Oh, what is going on, guys? Brando here, back with another video. And today I thought I'd make a updated night guide for 2026. It's been kind of a while since I made a Trove video. The other games I've been playing, I've been dropping video on those games, DC Universe and Destiny 2. So I thought I'd, update Trove, and basically, yeah, this is going to be an updated night guide, because knight's probably my favorite class in Trove, and that's mainly because of the combination of it's easy, chill for farming, and it does really good damage. So it's a good mixture. So to start off, it's been a while since I made a guide video, so I gotta, make sure I cover everything. So I'm gonna start off with, we're gonna do the subclass. So for the longest time, I've always used Solarian. You get that 140 light. So I think that's the best move, the Solarian subclass. Next up, we're gonna cover the gear. So I have Mystic gear, and obviously, as you can see, it's not maxed out. One of them's two stars, and the other ones are 1. So Mystic gear, as you can see right here, it's a grind, man, to level this up. So I kind of, I don't play as much. If I had been grinding a lot since, a few months ago, then I would be, I would be higher level for my gear. But I've kind of, lost that grind a little bit. So yeah, for Mystic, this is what, the best gear is eventually. You would have 5 stars. So for the Mystic hat, it's going to be movement speed, magic find, and attack speed. Movement speed, magic find, and attack speed for the weapon. And then it's going to be movement speed, physical damage, and critical damage. So basically, you wanna do attack speed until you have enough to get 300 or close to 300. So I'm at 297. And the reason why, even though I'm not at 300, when I do one attack, my attack speed will go over 300 because of Berserk Battler, as you can see right here. Boom, 316. So I'm already over the cap. So if you didn't know, 300 attack speed is the cap. So just by doing one attack, it puts me over. So basically, yeah, the priority would be to reach 300 attack speed. So whatever reason, if your attack speed is lower than mine, just because of dragons, because dragons affect it too. There's dragons that give attack speed. Then you're going to want to do attack speed. That's always the priority. When you start getting a lot of attack speed, that's when you can do critical damage. So I'm not at that point yet to where I can make this one also critical damage. I would have to get I can't remember the exact number. Well, let's do the math here. So one hit, 297 to 316. 16, that's a 19 increase in attack speed. So basically, I would need to have 19. That would be, what is that? 19. Wait, it's a 19 increase, right? 397, 16. Yeah. So it's a 19 increase in attack speed. So basically that means the lowest my attack speed can be is 281. So 281 is the lowest because you do one attack and you go from 281 and you jump all the way to 300. So obviously, if I did minus 36, percent, I would drop far below that. So I'm not at that point yet. I would have to have a higher attack speed. So yeah, that's kind of the idea for the gear. Now for the banner, this is the best banner. You want to get the permatorch, you get 900 light, you get the physical damage, flash capacity, and then you get movement speed. So there's two different setups. This is kind of the in-game setup, the Bulbous Heck Mantis. This is the best ally for damage once you have a high enough light. So right now the event is actually going on. It's called What the Heck, and that's how you get this ally. It's the best ally for damage for in-game players. And you don't want to use this ally unless you have enough light. So right now I'm at 13,046 light. So yeah, you want to be able to get to around that 13,000 light. If you can't reach that when you equip this ally, then you're not going to want to use this ally. Basically, this is the best coefficiency for damage once you have enough light. So I'm at like a mil physical damage, as you can see my stats. Movement speed's 140, 297 attack speed. I'm over 100 for crit hit, and then look at that critical damage, 6,363, and then we got 13,000 light. And now watch. Let me just show you. Let me go to the other ally, the Scorpius. This is the other one. This will increase my power rank too. It's kind of annoying that the Bulbous is a power rank 20, and this is a 75. But I mean, it is what it is. This one actually affects stats. The light, the power rank is just for looks, really. But yeah, it's kind of unfortunate that they're not the same power rank. So anyways, this is Scorpius. So 400 light, physical damage, 25% gain. So this has a lot of good factors, right? Because it does have some movement speed. So for all around farming, Scorpius is a good one for all around. But for damage, it's less damage. So if you're looking for pure damage, like for deep delves, you would want to use the other one. Yeah, so I've tested this out. I'm not going to show in the video because I've already done it. But basically, right now, with this setup that I have, even though my light is higher, this actually hits lower damage than running this setup right here. And it has to do with the coefficient of light, the critical damage. So look at the critical damage. It goes through the roof when you apply this ally. 6,300. Wow, look at the difference. It's crazy. We put on Scorpius. 4,800. It is insane. For whatever reason, with this ally, the multiplier and how it combines, the 30%, it's a huge impact on critical damage. That's why it goes through the roof. So once you have enough light, which is like 13,000, then that's when you can use this. So if your light says 13,000 and you have this equipped, then you're good to go. You're using the best coefficient for damage. And then yeah, if you want a general farming setup for some speed, then you can run Scorpius. Now for the ring, for the knight, I like to have the C4. I like the energy regen one, and that helps with spamming my overcharge. For my movement speed. Because look, when you add, so right now I got 140. Boom, 140. Hit it. 165. So it goes up 25, which is nice. And when you have energy regen in your ring, you can literally spam it. So We're gonna go to the food here. Repel Ruin. It's the best one. If I can find it. Repel Ruin. They're pretty easy to craft. It's the rune paper and the rune slate air. So if we go back, you can make. You can see I can make a bunch here. Rune slate. Let's go to here, and then that's how you make rune slate. So really easy. These pretty much they're gonna stay here forever because it's only gonna break if you breaks when you're hit by an attack that would kill you. So because I'm using the new shield, you can see on the bottom of my screen next to my health, I got 510 of the shield. I'm pretty much never dying. So nothing's ever going to kill it. So this is always going to pretty much stay at 10, unless for whatever reason I ran out of shield. But it's really easy to upgrade your shield. So for the flasks and emblems, these are the ones I've been using for the longest time. The Conjurer's Crucible, Vial, and the Trailblazing Emblem. This is for movement speed. This has a chance to recover a flask when your magic find triggers, and then Martial Emblem for the physical damage increase. Now that we have the shield, the new shield, you don't have to use Death Defying anymore. So it's better to use Conjurer's Crucible for farming, because when your magic find triggers, which it does all the time when you're, finishing dungeons farming, your magic find triggers and it keeps you refilling your flasks, so you don't run out basically. So pretty much the days of Death Defying are gone as far as the meta goes, as long as you have shield, which most endgame people, we have a bunch of shield. So you're either using Conjurer's Crucible Vial for farming, and then for deep delves, you're actually using Elysian Bandolier. Because in deep delves, when you're going through the floors, your magic find doesn't really trigger. So you just want the biggest capacity, which is the Elysian Bandolier, for deep delves when you traverse through the floor. Because once you traverse through the floor, and then you get to the boss fight, your flasks refill up to full capacity. So you'll have a bunch of flasks for the boss fight, and then you'll have it for the floor to get there. So we'll cover down here a little quick. The only one that matters, disregard all of this, just the mount, Volatile Bounder. As you can see right there, this is the best for farming. It shoots you up in the air, and allows you to keep going. So that's what you're going to want to use. Volatile Bounder is the best. You get it from the Bomber bench in the hub, just so you guys know. The Bomber Royale bench. I think that's what it's called. So we covered everything here. I explained to you guys the two ally differences. Basically, for the most part, Scorpius, when you get really in-game and you have enough light, you can use Bulbous Heckmantis for pure damage. I recommend that for deep delves, so you can hit the hardest you can. So let's jump over to let's jump over to the gyms. Obviously, everything's going to be physical damage, critical damage. So I'll cover the cosmic gems first. Berserk Battler, that's the best one. So you're going to get everything: physical damage, critical damage, light. Physical damage, critical damage, light. And then same for this: physical damage, critical damage, light. All your boosts are going to be in. You can see everything's max. 3 boosts in the light. You want everything light, as you can see. And then for the other ones, we're going to use Pyrodisc for the empowered. Pyrodisc, Explosive Epilogue, and Spirit Squire. Spirit Squire is the class gem, so this is the one that's good for helping with being fast, speed farming. And Explosive Epilogue is just like good AoE damage. And then Pyrodisc is also good AoE damage, but it's also movement speed. So the coefficiency for the gems, the empowered is going to be you're going to put all your boosts into physical damage. And then for the lesser gems, let me double check real quick because it's been a while. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Did I count that right? Okay, let me double check again. Yeah, so it's going to be all critical damage, but with one lesser gem, you're going to have um, physical damage. So that would be a total of 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. 15 critical damage, and 3 in boosts into physical damage. And basically, the idea is for a critical hit, you're going to make sure that you reach 100%. Once you start reaching 100% critical hit, you can start putting in health. As you can see, I got maximum health. I am not at the point yet where I could put in another health because look at 24 critical hit. So if I lose 24, I'll go below 100. So I gotta keep it there for now. So that's the gems. One last thing. Let's go into the star chart. Hopefully I don't DC. I tried to boot up Trove and do straight to making my video so I don't DC because everyone knows in Trove you DC a lot. So guys, you can screenshot this. This is the best setup I believe for speed and damage. I'm not going to cover all of this because I don't want to make the video too long, but this is the route you want to go. So you guys can get that. Take a picture of that when you're making your build. Basically, the idea is you're getting movement speed, you're getting some damage here, attack speed, you're getting light, and there's some more light. Get the big 150 here, and then we go out of our way here to get the movement speed, to get max movement speed from the star chart, and then we go over here to finish on the physical damage. So that's a little glimpse of it. Like I said, you guys could take a picture. And then I have 40 celestial spears used up. That's the max. Okay, there's that. Let's jump over to. Let's go quickly back to the club. If I'm longer here in the hub, I'll probably DC. You're more likely to DC in the hub. It's a disconnect. So for dragons, obviously the idea is to get all the dragons. So currently I am at 4 out of 4 for primordial. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Primordial. Jeez, I don't know the correct pronunciation of that. Primordial dragon? Primordial, I think is. Yeah, so primordial dragons, if I'm saying that right. So you want to get all of these. These are the most important, to be honest. Focus on these. Then you got all your legendary dragons. For legendary dragons, just so you guys know, that's what the dragon effigy, golden dragon effigies, they are in the pool of that. So you can use, if you ever get them, the golden dragon effigies to get legendary dragons. 46 out of 46. Ancestral, these are the ones you gotta grind. Usually, the more grindy ones. I'm just missing these last two ones. And these last two, they're the ones from basically the D15 farming, which is the where's it at? If I can find it. Yeah, these guys right here. So these are the ones you got to really farm out. Depth sand and ink bladder. That's what I need. It's from the 5-star D15, the chests. So I got to farm those basically in this world right here, the 5-star. And yeah. Oh, and then let me quickly show you the ruined anvil for those that are in game. So you're gonna max this out, right? Once you max this one out, then you can move on to these. Disregard the orange one and the green one. You're never gonna need to go into those. Your focus is gonna be right here. So you're gonna go up this path. You're gonna get this. This is your priority, because this is what gets you all the materials to level up Mystic Gear. This is the priority right here. So you're gonna go this way, boom, boom. Get this one. Once you get this, grants a chance to find encrusted runic trunks when you open surface depth caches and runic depth vaults. That involves the 5-star dungeons in the D15 when you're farming. So this is a big. Then once you get that, you're gonna make your way here. You're gonna get this. Runes grant additional rune fragments. You have a chance to find encrusted trunks when you defeat minor depth enemies, and then major. And then that's it. This is honestly all minor. You don't need this. Zephyr rune recipe, harvest rune recipe, abundance rune recipe. You don't need this. This is your priority to get, your max mystic gear. That's all you need right there. And then to get your dragons right here, these guys right here. Getting those depth sand and ink bladder is a grind. So I believe I covered everything. If I missed something in the video, just hit me up in the comments if you have any questions. I'm going to briefly show you the night little quick gameplay in what's considered like the hardest thing in the game. Let's go to a 5-star dungeon. Hopefully I don't DC before I get to it. Usually getting to 5-star dungeons is nothing too far. It doesn't take too long. Right now I'm actually getting kind of lucky. I mean unlucky. I haven't seen a 5-star dungeon yet. Oh, there's one right here. So you guys can get an idea of how this is how the gameplay looks of the night. So we're gonna knock out this 5-star dungeon. I like to utilize the R1 ability. Once you have a high enough damage, you can start one-shotting with the R1 ability, so it's nice. Make sure that's clear. Plant. And looks like we're finished here. There you guys have it, and you get the chest here with the key. And then look at that. We get 10 crested runic trunks. And this is that's the end game right there. Farming those guys. So that's why you want to get that rune anvil leveled up to get those encrusted trunks, because that's where you get these guys right here. And look at depth core. Right now I'm hoping for the ink bladder, depth sands, and there's a little depth sand, fishbone. Okay, and yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the end game right now for me. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my little updated 2026 night guide. Right now I'm the number 2 knight. My power rank would be higher if I put on, it would just be higher by a little bit if I put on the other ally that has 75 power rank. So, but yeah, basically, I mean, I'm in good shape. The thing is I'm, got to get that Mystic Gear leveled up. That's the big chunk of my power rank. Because as far as, I'm doing not too bad on mastery. My total mastery. Missing 2 dragons, which is dragon, you get 31 power rank. So that's 62. I'm missing 62 power rank on dragons. And then probably like, I can't remember what the max mastery is right now. So I'm probably missing like 80 mastery. So that's like 100 and something. I can't remember what the max is, but yeah, guys, that's it for the video. Just a little general overview. I believe I covered everything. Um, like I said, if I missed something or you guys have any questions about the night, just hit me up in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, peace.